Well, just thanks for having us here and hosting this great event, and we're extremely excited to be here, and know that there's great competition in this regional.
All right, as usual, please wait until the microphone gets to you, and please state your name and affiliation. Questions? Ben.
A lot of talk about Joey Luque. Have you decided if he's going to pitch tomorrow, y'all going to hold him till Saturday?
Well, right now, we thought he was going to be able to go tomorrow, and the way it looks, he had a little rough night of sleep last night, woke up a little stiff, and I think it's going to be more of a game time decision for us.
Go to the back with Steve.
Steve Robertson with Dogs Bite, Gene's Page coach. You've played a couple of SEC teams, this year. What's been your experience with them, and how do you feel like you guys measured up?
Well, I mean, over the last few years, we've made sure that we've had a few SEC teams on our schedule each year, and great conference. It's a tough conference to play in. A lot of talent. To me, it's more of the professional style game, and that's something that you don't see in the OVC quite as often. It's not as much having to manufacture in small ball because of the pitching staffs. It's more of a, wide open, swing it and hit your doubles and gap shots and score a lot of runs. But, I think that we've did a pretty good job of competing this year. We had a couple tough games at Ole Miss, and then also there at Mizzou. I thought we competed very well against Mizzou, this year and over the last several years. But, we know what we're up against. It's great baseball. It's you just can't make mistakes, and that's something that we've been working on all season. We've got some guys that's kind of out of position late in the year, and we hope that we've corrected those problems, and we know that you got to play a really clean game.
Down front with Michael.
Mike Bonner from McLaren Ledger. Just John Cohen was talking about Joey's changeup, and that's what kind of makes him so dominant on the mound. What have you seen from him that separates him from others?
I think that Joey's come a long way from last year. He was a quality pitcher last year for us. What we've seen from Joey is that his fastball is spiked up. He's added velocity, and that's opened up a couple of his other pitches as far as his breaking ball and his changeup. Changeup has great life. It can be used as, getting a guy out on his front foot, or it can also be used as a put-away pitch that he can bury it and has, really late action to it. So I think that's something that he's able to use a couple of different ways, and that presents a lot of problems for hitters.
If he can't go tomorrow, how much thought have you put into who else could possibly start tomorrow?
Well, all season long, Clay Chandler's been our number 2, pitching in that Saturday slot, and the Clay's ready. He had to pitch out of the bullpen for us in the conference tournament. Did not get a start in the conference tournament, and he's kind of chomping at the bit to go. So I think we've got a couple good options there, and obviously Joey's our number 1, Clay's our number 2, and we're hopeful that that Joey can go, but I'm not certain. The last thing that I want to do is run him out without him being 100%.
Go up front, Joel.
Joel Coleman, Starfield Daily. Obviously, Joey gets a lot of headlines and things, but your team's really good offensively and things. How would you describe your team from an offensive standpoint, their approach and things?
If you look at our numbers, our offense is a team that really looks to drive balls. We're looking for pitches out over the plate that we can do damage with. So we're more of an extra base hit type club, but we also got those guys that can manufacture runs. We can play the small game when we need to, and I think that's what can help us in this regional is the fact that we do have guys that can play small ball as well. Not as many extra base hits are going to be given up against quality pitching. We understand that, and really, I think from an offensive standpoint, we find ways to score other than just hitting the ball over the wall or driving those gaps. So it's the one thing about our offense is our offense has been able to adjust for the most part over the last few years to where we're playing and who we're playing, and I think that's something that's made our offense pretty solid.
Coach, in your preparations to face Mississippi State, what have you seen from them that you can share?
Well, I guess the things that I can share is I understand that they're a very good club. They can beat you a lot of different ways. Their offense, they're hitting 312. as an offense, and we know that they can score runs. I think that the key for us is going to be on the pitching side. How do we control that? How do we control it? We make sure that we don't give any free bases. We make sure that we play really good defense. But when you look up and down, their pitching staff is a pitching staff that's not going to give up much, and that's something that we've got to be able to play the close game tomorrow, and that's something that we've talked about and things that we prepared as far as to being able to play those, the 3-2 type games if we have a chance to win in this game.